What's going on, Young Kings? It's your boy True, and this is the Young Black Kings podcast. Thank you for joining us for another week. I do apologize for this late episode. Life hit really hard last week, so we had to make some arrangements and things of that nature. But you're gonna get 2 episodes this week. A little bit. In a few minutes, I'm gonna have Tracy come on and talk to you about his thoughts on relationships, kind of continuation from last week. And then I'm gonna end up the episode. Before we get into that, please make sure you go check out our Facebook page, Young Black Kings. It's gonna have the little black boy logo on the front. Shoot us an email if you have any questions, if you want to reach out to us about anything. youngblackkingspod@gmail.com. It'll be greatly appreciated. And again, thank you for listening to us. What we do here at the Young Black Kings podcast is always, we always want to motivate, raise up, uplift, encourage all of our young black kings out there. And it's not even just a race thing. Anybody. This is for men, women, young boys, young girls, black, white, yellow, purple. It doesn't matter what you look like. There's a message that you can find here and on this podcast for pretty much anybody. And if this message isn't for you, please share this with your friends and family, because it might not be for you, but you might know somebody who can benefit from this message that we try to get out there. And as I said last week, we are looking to branch out to do the Young Black Queens. We haven't forgotten about you, ladies. We will have something up and running. If you yourself want to be involved, or you know someone who would be perfect for that, don't hesitate to reach out to us and send us that email. I'll put the email in the description link. You can get a hold of us from there. So without further ado, I'm gonna switch you over to Tracy so we can get his thoughts on relationships, and we'll just get right into it.
How y'all doing? I just want to take a moment and speak with y'all. Have y'all realized the importance of growth? Having come from where a lot of you came from, you should understand that everything happens for a reason, and that if you are in a position where you can change for the better, do so. But that message is not meant for today. My message for today is about relationships and between a man and a woman, or a man and a man, or a woman with a woman. We live in a society where it's now the norm to see those type of relationships. But being that, and the key word in that is relationships, I think it's imperative that you understand that your significant other will never be you. No matter how alike that you are, or similar qualities or things that you have in comparison, that person will never be you. That person cannot give out your 100%. They can only give out their 100%. And that expectation of you having, of them saying that you need to put forth the type of effort that I'm putting forth, it's a blow. It is a complete blow. You don't know what that person is going through unless they don't talk about it. You can't walk around thinking that you own somebody when you don't. Because to be honest with you, you don't even own yourself until you understand yourself. Yeah, You might make more money than that significant other. You might have different qualities that seems more appealing or more attractive than your significant other. But that don't make you better. It don't. To be honest with you, let's be honest. You think it's a person can sit and look at their significant other and say this: I am the man or I am the female in the relationship. I'm the man or the woman in a relationship, and I do more than what you do, so you need to respect me more. Because if I leave, you will have nothing. And that mind and that thinking, you had taken everything away from that person because they had gave you their all, and for you to slap them in the face with those comments can take everything away. It can take their heart, it can take their soul, they can take their way of thinking, they can take their self-esteem, it can take the way that they move around you, when really you're not that person. You have to let that go. You have to understand that when you look at somebody, you should look at them with transparency. You can't think that you're better than your significant other. You can only build with that significant other. Your foundation, your concrete. See, this is the thing. When a person really compromises everything they are for what you want them to become, they change the dynamics of the relationship, because you feel that in order for somebody to be with you, they need to have these certain type of qualities. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you gotta understand that if you need that person to have those qualities, you need to have those qualities. You have to be willing to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to put in work. You can't expect your man or your woman to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and you don't. You can't bring nothing to the dinner table if you're not prepared to set it. How dare you? How dare you look at your significant other and say those type things, or those are the qualities that you're looking for in somebody when you don't possess those? You gotta let go of the fact that this society is built around money. Yeah, I said it. Everybody out here chasing the bag, quote unquote. Everybody's out here chasing the root of all evil. Money. Right. Because you'll do anything for money. So let's be honest. Anybody will do anything for money. For that moment. But see, this is the thing. A partnership, a relationship is built off of trust and foundation. It's built off of time and persistence. If you're consistent in your word, the money will come. Because money come and go. But the one that you said that you want to build with, and you let them go, you can never get that back. You waste your time and energy off of something that can be made. You cannot replace a person who is willing to give you everything in order for both of y'all to succeed. And I'm talking to my kings right now. Like Truth said, we're going to have a segment where we're going to be talking about the young black queens, or just the black queens in general. But right now I'm speaking to my young kings. You got to understand, life is too short for you to think that money is everything. Money can be taken away from you at any moment. 9 out of 10 people that's in jail right now, it's because of money. And most of them do not have the quality education. Most of them end up, like I said, in jail, on the streets, on drugs, or dead. Why would I bring that up? It's because when you find somebody that's willing to challenge you to go wild and make something of yourself, that's the person that you need to hold on to. Because they're not in it for their best interest, they're in it for you. Understand that. And I'm not just talking about relationship between your significant other. I'm talking about all relationships right now. I'm talking about the relationship that you have with your mother, relationship that you have with your father, your granny, your relatives, the ones that are really out there to make sure that you have everything that you need to be the person that you want to become. Those relationships is the one that you need to hold on to. Not those toxic relationships saying that, oh, the type of woman that, or the type of man that I need is the person that has the best looks. Looks will get you killed. I'm gonna be honest with you. Looks will get you killed. I need y'all to really focus on what's more important. You have to be honest with yourself. You have to stay true to yourself. And that knowing the relationship that you have with your significant other should match the relationship that you have with God. There. I said that too. God is real. And we'll get another segment about that, but God is real. They say in the church that once a man finds a woman, he should love her the way that God loved the church. And then for those who have children, you know that your child should honor their parents. There's so many things that I want to get across, so many things that I want to say to y'all, but the main focus today is about the relationship between a significant other. We'll build on the relationship between their parents or a parent or a guardian. We'll get into a relationship about with God. We can get into the quality of education that people perceive that you need to go to these type of colleges. We'll get into that. But my thing about it is that you really have to focus on who you are right now. This is what this podcast is about. It's about relationships. It's about the relationship with yourself and building on who you are. You are a king. Understand that you are a king. I don't know how you want me to say it or how you should hear it, but the only way that I can say it is that you are a king amongst kings. In a relationship that you are trying to build with somebody else, you have to treat them as royalty. You have to love them equally. You have to love yourself. Be in tune with the fact that you can build an empire. And it takes time. Nothing happens overnight. It takes time. And with that being said, understand, relationship is one of the most important things that you have in this world outside money. Money can be taken away from you at any moment. A person can be taken away from you at any moment, but you can make money again. You can never replace a person that's taken away from you. Build your trust, build your foundation, love equally, and represent yourself as a king.
Thanks, Tracy, as usual, dropping that fire, dropping that knowledge and that wisdom. So for me, relationships has become, it's been, what's the easiest way to put this? It's changed. It used to be, back in school when I was younger, I wasn't always the most popular person. I wasn't always the smartest, the fastest, most handsome, but I got around. Relationships to me back then, it seemed like it was easy to come across. Being in school, you got to meet someone, you got to spend a lot of time with that person, whether you're doing homework or in class, all these different types of things. It was easy to meet people. But then when you get older, you become more aware of your body, become more active sexually and things of that nature. It just becomes